Hello everyone, and welcome back to another speed build. Starting off, I needed to clear up these areas just from where I've been time traveling to kick out a villager. After I got done cleaning up this area, I decided I was actually going to start filling this in with some sand. At this point, I didn't know what I wanted just yet, but I know I wanted to put a staircase there, so I kind of just mapped it off with some regular dirt so the sand didn't get in its way. And I was going to fill in this entire area with sand. I knew kind of what I was going for, but I didn't know if I wanted to make it like a boat dock or just something else. I have seen quite a few boat docks like in the back of the island, and I thought they were really cool, so I wanted to build something similar. But with the boardwalk behind it, I wanted to make a really cool like overlook for it. So I wanted to keep that in mind before I built anything. So I always like to line up things first, just so I know where I'm going. So during, like when I go off camera, I can go on top of there to see if everything will actually line up good. So I did do that, and I actually liked how everything lined up. So I went ahead and actually started filling in everything. And if you ever filled in a large portion of your island with sand or dirt, you can know how long this takes. So while I was doing this, I actually watched quite a few videos just in the background to help me get through this. Overall, it wasn't too bad. I think it took me about like 40-ish minutes to fill in all the way. I really wish there was like a DS stylus almost that you can just quickly cover everything with. I think that would be a really cool idea to put in like maybe the next Animal Crossing game, just to help with, I don't know, making things go by a little bit faster. Finally finishing up here, and I wanted to start off with just putting down some dock here. I wanted to make a little part to where the staircase led to, so you actually had somewhere to walk on. And I decided to make it 4 wide, just so I could put some fencing in between and so you can walk easily through it. I was trying to measure out where I wanted to put down the docking itself, but I actually like how I made it. I just made it into like a T shape almost. After I got the docking, kind of like where you first get onto, lined up, I went ahead and started lining up each corner. I just made them straight across, nothing too difficult, and then I'm just going to finish up filling everything in. Finally finishing up with the dock pathing here, and he fixed this one little spot right here I messed up on, and now it's time to fill in the water. Just with the water, I wasn't going to do anything fancy with it really. I just wanted to make it look like just like the tide was coming in. I wanted the water to be kind of open, just so from kind of where the boardwalk is on the top layer, just, I don't know, I think it'll look like a pretty overlook. So I went ahead and didn't put anything in the water. I just wanted to look, I don't know, nice. After I finished up the bulk of the water, I went ahead and started putting in the end paths just to finish up, make it look nice. And while I'm filling this in, I just wanted to take time to thank everyone for all your nice comments and all your, I don't know, just awesome words and support recently. I really do love reading everyone's comments and their advice, or just, I don't know, your thoughts on what you want to say. It makes me happy to see people are enjoying different ideas that I do, and also villager hunts. It's really fun to be able to do something different every once in a while. If you guys have any other like recommendations on what you want to see me do, please do let me know. Now that we got the water in, now it's time to put in some fencing. I actually decided to use the rope fencing. I haven't used it yet, and I think it will look really nice. At this point, I decided that I was going to go with a kind of like a boat like a fishing dock. So I think this is really fitting. And over here, I decided to use just some like fake buildings. So these storefronts, I haven't really used these too much yet, so I wanted to incorporate these. Fun fact, I actually don't like the storefronts that much, but I wanted to get past that and start using them. And to end off the boardwalk there, I put down a party arch light, and just some trees. I didn't know where I wanted to put everything just yet. I know I needed some height and different colors around, so I was just kind of throwing some stuff down to see if I liked it. This is a beach still, so I wanted, I don't know, just some beach furniture around on the shore. And I put one of these big beach chairs here. I really like these. It's a really nice 2.0 item. And just some more beach chairs along the shore here, just to, I don't know, fill in this like spaces. And on the bottom of the dock, I decided to use some hedging. I really like the hedges just in general. It's a nice color, and I don't have to use a lot of bushes. It breaks away like all the different like browns and stuff. I don't know, I think it looks nice. And just to add some curved street lamps so it can be, I don't know, have some light during the nighttime. Add one more on the corner there. And I didn't know where I wanted to place everything yet. I did know I wanted to use quite a bit of these, so I went ahead and started placing them down. And just some bushes over there, just to like kind of end off that one area. And I wanted to add just little like patches of sand before I forget, because sometimes I forget to. And after running around for a little bit, I decided to add some more storefronts here. I wanted to make them kind of at a diagonal so they're not just, I don't know, boring and straight. So I don't know, give it some character, I guess. I actually really liked how this was turning out. Now I needed to add some barrels. This is a fishing / boat dock, so I don't know, I think barrels are really good to have in those certain areas. So I definitely wanted to incorporate those into this build. And this sideways barrel is awesome. I actually really have not used it that much. And you can turn it around so you're not really seeing the pirate theme in there. So I really like that. I'm glad I saw it on this one, or I would have left it being a pirate themed barrel. And now I'm going to place down my staircase just so it's easier for me to get around to, because during this episode I've had to run around so many times because I forget to get my ladder. So this is going to come in handy. So I went ahead and paid Lloyd and time traveled to the next day. And the next day I got all my yachts and started to line these up too. I wanted them to be not perfectly in line, just so it can fill in the like spaces more, and add some more storefronts just beside them. I was really liking these barrels at this point. I'm glad I actually stuck up on a lot of these. They're really cool, and I'm glad I was able to use them. Now with the storefronts down, I added the rest of my yachts just to this area, just to fill it in. I left this one sideways because I think it would look cool with some party arch lights just in front of it. And now it's time to add some more barrels just along the sides of a lot of these storefronts, just to hide some like little cracks and crevices. I think it will add a lot. And now I'm making these storefronts just kind of at an angle, like I was saying before. I want to make sure I do that just so it's not boring and just a straight line. And finishing up the area here just with the last one. And I didn't know what to cover this up with, so I just decided to put a street lamp in a barrel. I think it worked nicely. And now I was going to add some of my stacked fish crates, because this is a fish dock too. I didn't want to add too many. I just didn't want to make it look overrun with just with fish everywhere, because I want it to look pretty nice too. And now to end, just like the beach area, I wanted to add some more shells and just some like coconuts around and flowers and bushes, just to help it look a little bit more, I don't know, pretty. Okay, let's do our last walkthrough here. I was really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. I'm really glad I decided to do a fishing boating dock. I think it's a really nice addition to this island. Alright, that wraps up today's speed build on the fishing boating dock. I really had a good time making this video. This is really, I don't know, I just remember something like this being on my trip to Hawaii, especially when I went scuba diving and snorkeling. There was a lot of fishing and boating docks around that area, so I think it works out really nicely. I really hope you guys do agree. And if you did enjoy today's video, please do consider liking and subscribing. And until next time.